Welcome, everybody, to the much anticipated, maybe at least for me, much anticipated No Money Spent series. This series is pretty simple. There's really only one rule, at least so far, and that's to not spend any money and successfully get through the game, get a God Squad, make World Series. Maybe that's a little bit of a reach, but I'm going to try my best to have fun playing the game, give tips, give tricks, and yeah, I want everybody to have as much fun as possible. Again, this is going to be a No Money Spent series, so we won't be spending any money. The one exception to this that you may consider money spending, but I don't at all, is I did pre-order the game, which does mean that I got, I think, 5,000 stubs. I'll show it later in the video. But it's technically not money because the pre-order was $60, which is the normal price of the game. So it wasn't actually any extra money spent. And one more thing I forgot to mention is that I will be playing on PS4, not PS5 or Xbox One S. It's all good though. As you can see, we get our loyalty reward to start out. We get an 82 Eugenio Suarez. That's actually a pretty good player to get because he's got a decent amount of pop, solid swing. Now we're going to get into the team creation. I'm not going to bother doing that yet. If you have suggestions, comments down below. Go ahead and we work through the tutorial. And we get Giovanni Gallegos, who is not great. He's not playing super well in real life, so might even go down from a gold. But, free player, we'll take it. And then we will go ahead and claim this free Roberto Clemente. This card is kind of terrible, but it is a diamond. And this early in the year, day one, literally day one, SDS is giving out a diamond for free, so you love to see it. We get a new glimpse at that diamond animation. That is, I'll tell you what, I like that diamond animation a lot. I think it's probably better than last year because it was just kind of a void, but this makes a little bit more sense. It's a neon void, but it's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and put Clemente in the lineup, though. He's definitely better than any of the bronzes and commons we have. Speaking of bronzes and commons, they won't be there for very long. We're going to go ahead and put in some orders for some players. Get some starter guys that we can build the team around because I don't really want to go out there playing games with bronzes and commons. So we picked up Santander, glitchy switch hitter, really good swing. We also picked up Gary Sanchez, who was only 126 stubs, which is kind of surprising to me because I don't even think he started off the year that bad. And he's got really good pop. And we got Jorge Soler as well, a really good power hitter. If you can't tell, my theme here is pretty much just power. I'm trying to get as much power as possible. This is not power. This is Ryan Mountcastle, who doesn't actually have a lot of power, but I just wanted to use Mountcastle. So there we go. We'll go ahead and insert all of them into the lineup, make our improvements. Soler is even playing up on the day, which makes him even better than he usually would be. He's got way more power than Clemente, but he's also a terrible fielder, and I mean terrible. So we'll go ahead and put Clemente in left. We'll move him over, and Soler will go ahead and hide away in right field. So this is the team as of right now. The other orders have not gone through yet, but it's still a solid lineup. It's doable for day one, especially pretty much minute 20 of being in here. But now we're going to move on to the daily moments. This, from what I understand, will be refreshed every day, and if you play for enough days, you'll get an 89 Alomar and also a Giambi, which can evolve all the way into an 85. So there's a lot of reasons to be doing these, especially considering the simplicity of them. I mean, pitch an inning, not that bad at all. Now, I was trying to use pinpoint pitching, which, yeah, I don't know. It's very difficult. I'll definitely have to practice, but in general, it's pretty good. And we'll go ahead and look at this Eric Davis program, which is the other thing that released day one. So as you can see here, you got a few missions that you can complete, extra base hits with Orioles, things like that. But you also have these moments, and I think the moments are the way to go here. It's tally 2 hits and 1 extra base hit, and I'll tell you what, I'm not good at pinpoint pitching, but I can swing the bat. I was getting a lot of hits here with Eric Davis, and I don't love Eric Davis stance. I know a lot of people don't like it at all. And there we go. Our first network error of the day. Our first of many. As you can see here, I'm trying to claim my pre-order bonus, which was, 5,000 stubs, and it just didn't want to work. So I hopped back into another moment, just hoping that it would count, and it did, and we were hitting well. The one nice thing about Eric Davis is he hits the 80 threshold for just about everything. I thought this was funny right here. He's just kind of taking a leisurely stroll out to left field after hitting a double. That's kind of funny. Keeps going, but again, the servers were just not ideal at all. They were not good. Now I'm gonna try to claim my pre-order reward. Let's see if it'll happen. And yeah, I had to cut some time too because it was just taking forever, but eventually I do claim my pre-order reward of, I think it was 5,000 stubs. Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal, and it's not really gonna give me any sort of boost, so it's not really money spent, because again, the pre-order was $60 flat. I did not pay a cent over. Well, actually with tax I did, but you get what I mean. I did not pay for these stubs by using the menu right here, and 5,000 stubs right there. It was a pre-order item, so that's how you see my stubs jump like that. Just thought I'd point that out. Now we're gonna hop back into more Eric Davis moments. We have to hit a home run, and yeah, we hit a home run right down the line. Absolute bomb. And again, Eric Davis is actually a pretty good card. Don't sleep on this card. It's not nearly as good as the Granderson that they gave out for free last year, but it's pretty close.
2,000 years later.
Alright, we went ahead. I just logged off for the night, man. The servers weren't working, so I just said, you know what, I'm coming back the next day. And I did come back the next day. We put in an order for Mike Moustakas. We're going to go ahead and continue our grind of these moments. Eric Davis going to hit a bomb there and a cutter really right down the middle. And then we got one more multi-game moment, which is tally, I think, 12 total bases in 3 games. That's basically a home run a game, so not super difficult. I'm going to get the hit off. I believe that's Derek Holland. It is Derek Holland. Pretty good hit there, and I was really hitting a lot of singles. That was kind of frustrating. This is not a single. That is a gapper in Comerica Park. And funny enough, I needed 3 total bases to complete this moment, and I'm gonna pretty much coast into 3, and I said, why not? Let's just go home, and we ended up being safe. So pretty cool inside the park home run there. But regardless, we didn't need the home run anyway. We got it done. And this last moment, really easy, just 4 total bases, and that was done in 1 at bat. That was a no doubt shot. And that will get us 4 total bases in and of itself. So we're getting more packs for this program. Again, you build packs up. Now, speaking of programs, I'm going to take a look at this inning program really quick, just run through the rewards. It's through XP this year instead of stars, which is definitely not something I'm used to. But we're going to hop into another daily moment for the next day. And this one was really easy. Just get a hit off Mariano Rivera with Tatis. And now we're done. So we've done all the moments for Eric Davis, but now we have to play versus CPU and beat the Orioles on All-Star. So you could do the other ones, like hits with, I think, Orioles, stuff with center fielders, but I did not bother to do that because I think it's a little quicker, especially right now, to go ahead and play the play versus CPU game. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pick up Wheeler, but I'm also going to pick up Framber Valdez, and there's a reason why. That I'll show you in the game eventually. As you can see here, we're going to hop in. This is the team. It's not good. It's not great. It's far from terrible, but we're still starting 2 bronzes in the middle infield, so probably not ideal. Early in the game, we're jumping on Boom. Keegan Aiken, and Gary Sanchez just launches the baseball, and he hits it very far, and it's a home run. So at that point, 4-0 lead. I kind of just stopped trying. I was really going for the quickness, trying to get the game over with ASAP. So I just wanted to show this clip before this game ends. As you can see here, Framber Valdez has a very quick windup, even when he's not having to pitch from the stretch, so that's really nice. to have. It just speeds up the game a little bit, you know, saving a second off every pitch, and that does eventually make a very small difference, but an important difference. And so we ended up winning. We get the Eric Davis, as well as a bunch of other stuff, some packs, some other goodies. We got some uniforms, and also taking a look at our parallels. Framber Valdez got a lot of good stuff from that, so love to see it. Looking at this Eric Davis, like I said, no hitting stat under 80. That is really good because he's going to hit that threshold. 80 power plays way better than 79 in this game. That's just how it works. The fielding isn't great though, so I stuck him in right field.
Welcome.
And now we're going to do our first conquest map. Just looking at these, eventually I will do, you know, the full map, but for now I'm just going to do this one because I didn't have to play a game. It was just a bunch of reinforcing. It was super easy. I got it done really quickly, as you can see here. It didn't take that long at all. But again, I will be getting into other conquest maps, but you know, let's just get the easy ones done first. We got some extra stubs and whatnot. Also gonna go ahead and complete some of these starter collections right here. Some is common players, and I'm sure I could have looked through a few more, but now we got some packs to open, and let's have some fun. Let's open some packs here. We already got 11,000 subs to our name, so anything else is just nice on top of it. We'll go ahead and take Pedro. You never know, we might need him for the rotation. And taking a look here, it doesn't really matter. I wasn't gonna take Killebrew, but I said I might as well just take Hernandez. And there we go. That's that pack done. Now we got one gold item after our equipment pack. I forgot I did not open that first. We got a nice lizard skins, which actually sells for what, 500 stubs. That's pretty good. And we do get solid players out of this gold item pack. I was thinking about Teoscar, but then I realized I kind of got good outfielders right now, so I went ahead and I took Blake Snell. Can always bolster the rotation. We will add him to a really bad rotation at this point. It was just for Framber Valdez, but now we got 5 standard packs to rip. Let's see what we can get. You know, diamond players, wishful thinking, but let's try to get some cards that go for a little bit. You know, some collection pieces, stuff like that. Pack 2 is another dud, except for Lorenzo Cain. I didn't even realize he was in that pack. Solid player, you know, 400 or 500 subs. A little bit past his prime, but it's fine. You got Austin Riley here, nothing good. We're gonna continue on though. 2 packs remaining in this very small, very little pack opening, day 1. We get a silver card, David Peralta. We'll take that. That's nice, 400 subs right there. So we will 1,000,000% take that. And in our final pack, we hit a gold and we hit Jack Flaherty. So that's actually a pretty good gold to have. I don't know exactly how well he's playing this year. I think he's playing all right. I don't think he's playing too bad. Maybe Cards fans can correct me in the comments. But I wanted to fill out that middle infield because it was a very obvious weak spot over there. So I went ahead and I picked up Alberto Mondesi. If you don't know, his swing is absolutely insane. Plus he's got basically 99 speed, maybe even has 99 speed this year. So really fast. And we picked up Moncada, who can actually go ahead and play second base for us because he came up as a second baseman. And then one more thing you don't want to forget to do is actually collect Eric Davis. There's a little collection in the first inning tab, as you can see right here. And that will give you, I think, 30,000 XP. So now we went from basically 9K to 39K. So that's a pretty significant difference. Now we got a ball pack. This is a guaranteed gold here. Wasn't going to be a diamond. It never is. But we got Soroka, which isn't ideal because he's not playing right now. We also got Dansby Swanson, so a little bit of a Braves pack, but you know, we'll take bolstering the rotation. I was taking a look at a few collection rewards here. Adam Dunn just sticks out to me. He looks really solid. Another card that is really interesting is 89 Kirby Puckett for a team that doesn't have a diamond. That's a pretty good card as well. So just a few cards to look out for. I'm not going to go for him right now, but I am going to go for one collection, and that is the Miami Marlins. So I'm going to go ahead and put all these orders through. My thinking here is D. Gordon, who is the collection reward. His stats flashed up on the screen a little bit earlier. He's got high contact, high speed, and really he can play second base for me. He can also just sit on the bench and be a pinch runner. for a very long time and be productive. So the way I look at it, I'm getting good value there from doing this collection. And I'm also going to not have to spend that much. The Marlins are kind of expensive, but it's not that bad, as you'll see. There's a few cards that are kind of like, why is he so much? But again, keep in mind, if you see big discrepancies in price, it's probably because that player is playing really well in real life. And for instance, Jazz Chisholm, I know, is like this, where he's playing super well in real life, so people think he's going to go up in value when his overall goes up for a future roster update. My opinion on investing right now is I don't really want to do it yet. I like to pick up how SDS is going to do roster updates, how generous they are, things like that. And also the first 2 weeks of the season is rarely a good indication of how the rest of the season is going to go. I mean, the Yankees were the worst team in the MLB, or at the very least the American League. Maybe not the whole MLB, but they were close at a point. So again, that's probably not how the standings are going to end up at the end of the year, but that's how they are now. Basically, the whole point is don't call things too early. I mean, you saw what happened with Castellanos. He caught fire last year and then really died off. Same thing with Charlie Blackmon. So especially with the longer year, SDS is, I think, going to wait a little bit more to see when people are going to be upgraded. So just be a little cautious there if you do choose to invest. So you can see, though, Chisholm's like 600 stubs because he's playing pretty well in real life. I think he's hitting, 310 maybe as of recording this video. Right there, I just bought Brinson for 165 as opposed to 132. I figured, it's 30 stub difference. I might as well just get him now. In general, though, you want to be very disciplined when putting in these orders. Try to only go 1 or 2 stubs above the asking price or the current lowest price, because every stub counts. You probably hear that a lot over the next, the coming days. But, whatever. It is true. Every stub does count. We're getting the commons down. And, of course, because it's collections early in the year, these cards are going to be pretty expensive, which is a little bit frustrating. But, I'll get into my collection strategy probably in the next video. For now, I'm going to keep that a little bit secret, but I'll just let the rest of this collection play out, and I'll see you on the other end. This is the team after day 1. We'll go ahead and put Marte in the lineup because his order went through. He will stay on the bench. I don't know. He's fine, but not great. I'd honestly rather have Santander there. So this is what it looks like. We got silvers across the board, 2 diamonds, a few golds there as well, but mostly glitchy guys. And then our rotation got 3 golds. That's really good. We also got Gallegos, who is our only reliever above a bronze. So gotta upgrade the bullpen in the next video. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This was a little bit of an intro episode. We didn't do a whole lot, but again, we're gonna keep improving. Once again, thank you so much for watching the video. Stay tuned for more uploads, and I'm out. Peace.